on a big field trip, she says. We're going racing.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah, have a great day at the field trip.
We are going to have a great day. Alright, so how was your night, guys?
Horrified. Okay.
We got 3 hours of sleep.
For me.
We're ready to go for the rest of the trip, right?
Yep.
Yep. How's your field trip going?
Great. Horrible. Hey, don't say that in the picture. Bad night. Hi, Dad.
How can you see over that?
Because I'm big.
Where are we going?
To the auto something store.
AutoZone. We got to stop and get some parts because your quick jack broke last night. And he needs to be able to have that to work on the car today. And we got to get these kids some breakfast because they're so hungry.
Mom. Mom.
Today we're just, today's test and tune. And then tomorrow is when qualification starts.
Here my dad is teaching my brother how to change an oil filter.
Go give me a wrench that says 1-3 on it.
Need one of these? You got one of these. Here, my mom is helping my brother take off the shock sensor. Meanwhile, my sister is cleaning the car.
We made our first test pass today and spun, so we are going to increase tire pressure and see how it goes this second round. We had 3 test passes today, and every single one we spun. So the car didn't go down the track. That last pass I made, I was able to get back in it and get a little bit of usable data, right? He's over it.
Yeah, I'm done.
He's tired of working.
Yeah.
He worked really hard. He changed out the rear gear and it still spun. So tomorrow morning, we will wake up early, head back to the track. We have, I think, 1 test pass in the morning and then qualifying sessions. So, all right, we got day 2 at the track. Today is qualifying. We have 2 qualifying rounds. Dustin made some changes to the car, so hopefully we don't spin. Dustin and our tuner Patrick made some changes to the car. We changed out a few things on it to see if that does the trick. And hopefully the track prep is a little bit better and all that stuff can come together and make it a good pass. But this was our first pass that we made it fully down the track, and that's a big thanks to Mark Mincer for coming by and setting up the shocks just right where they need to be. I made it down the track. It was awesome. I let out a little bit before the stripe though. Someone had dumped oil all over the track before me and there was just like a lot of sand or whatever on the track, and so it was a little ice skatey out there, and I'll be honest, I was scared, so I let out. Ran an 8-1 at I think 168, so it was awesome. The race was such a good group of people. They were all cheering for me and high-fiving me and hugging me afterwards, and it's just, they know how to make a girl feel special because it was a rough last 48 hours. So tomorrow, going into our last 2 qualifiers, I'm really confident that we finally can get this car to go down the track. Maybe we can finally start giving it a little power too.
Butter.
Wait. Peanut butter is butter made with peanuts.
Why are you sitting so far away?
Not only are these Hoosier tires good for the Dragpak, but they are also good for having fun. Ooh, it looks like that hurt.
Just made our third qualifying pass. I ran an 8-1 with a 5 at, I believe it was 171 miles. What are you doing out of there, Alan?
Hi! We were putting a filter in the drive shaft sensor.
Oh, right.
Because the 32 tooth is a little messy.
So today is race day. I can't remember if I recapped yesterday's last pass. I definitely missed second shift, skipped right through it, went into third, from first to third. So it cost us the run. It cost us some really great data. So here's the run. You can see here where my hand goes over that and shifts right into third. It puts us at a little disadvantage for round one today, but we're pretty confident that the car liked the power that we finally got to give it, and so and I'm gonna get him on the tree. So shiny. Good job.
So for this run, we raised the launch RPM 100, and you can see at the starting line that it rear end separated when we got on the two-step, and that just ruined everything.
And this is definitely me about to cry, and I don't share for sympathy. I'm just sharing because it's tough. I'm invested in it, and I'm emotional, and that's just my personality. And you know, I've lost every race, but for some reason this one just hit a little bit differently. So round one of eliminations did not go as planned. I went out. Dude got lucky on the tree. Usually my average is like a 0.02 reaction time. This time it was a 0.04 to his 0.01. No losses bothered me as much as this one, and I'm still trying to figure out why. I'm bummed. I want it. I'm hungry for a win. I'm tired of losing. So I guess I was just really hoping the path would be different with this car, a lot quicker. But at the end of the day, we have not put in the time to test like the others have, so we've got some work to do. All right, weekend recap. In a nutshell, what do you think?
It was a nutshell, that's for sure. What's funny is it's quite the opposite of our Topo program, right? With that program, we were constantly searching for power. And with this program, we were constantly searching for the chassis. You know, Mark came over from Mincer Motorsports and made some changes, and we came out at 126 60 foot, which was cool because that's kind of what we were shooting for, because we hadn't been down the track in a long time, right? And we made a few more adjustments, and then we came out shooting for a 124 60 foot, and we nailed it, but we skipped second gear. So that would have been a really good run.
When he says we, he means me.
Yeah, we.
Yep.
It's all together.
Sorry.
We're in this together. Well, that probably would have been like an 809, 808 run, so that would have been nice. And then we had a little bit of miscommunication when I asked if we wanted to win or go for it.
There's no miscommunication.
You thought I was going to chip away at it, and I went
Sorry,
for
we're
it.
driving home. I didn't think that you were going to chip away. I knew we were going to spin or win.
That's right. And you know what happened was we moved the launch RPM up, I think 100 RPMs, and we took about 3.5 degrees out of the timing curve. And when she got up on the two-step, it separated the rear end. And when that did that, that absolutely wrecked our entire suspension setup. So when she let go of the two-step, the car didn't even try to move. Didn't try to plant the tire. Front end didn't try and separate. Car didn't try and go forward. Tire didn't plant the ground. It was just a big mess. We stayed an extra day. We drove 3 hours south. Surprise. I surprised her with a lucky surprise. of going further south into North Carolina. We went, hung out at Mincer Motorsports, got the greatest customer service I've ever had in my entire life. We completely rebuilt the front shocks, we redid the rear shocks, we redid the entire suspension setup again, and we're gonna try and go for it. Now we're gonna go testing, and we're gonna get the suspension all sorted out again after we just got it readjusted, and we're gonna bring another torque converter, and hopefully that will allow us to pick up some numbers in the middle and put us right on pace.
Like, share.
Try again.
Great job, rookie.
Like, share, subscribe to the Wheelock family. No, they said those guys.